Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to a brand new video. Today I'm filming my birthday book haul. I not only have a lot of books to show you for my birthday, but I also have a lot of books that I bought recently that I want to show you too. My last haul I think was in April, where I bought 50, no, now it's April. I think my last haul was in January, I bought 50 books, and now it's April, it's been my birthday. I haven't been buying too many, but I have bought quite a few because it's been since April, so I thought I'd show you. I do apologise if you can hear my washing machine. Normally I would wait for it to finish, and normally I would look a bit more put together, but I actually got myself ready for this video earlier, and then my neighbour started playing music so loud for hours, I just decided I'm done, obviously not filming today, and I took it off. Then he stopped playing music, so that's very typical. So I do apologise for the fact I'm makeupless and my laundry is on. There's nothing I can do about it now. So I just thought I'd hurry up and get filming this, and I'm really sorry again. It's not about my face, it's about the book, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to start with my birthday books because obviously that is the most exciting part of this haul. Okay, I'm going to start with a random pile. First up, we have these two books. First we have Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Sugimura. I'm so sorry, I probably butchered that. And also Gallows Hill by Darcy Coates. These are both by Lauren. Thank you so much, Lauren. And yeah, so this one, translated fiction. In a neighborhood in Tokyo, 7 young people wake up to find their bedroom mirrors shining. I've heard a lot about this, maybe like last summer. I want to say it was about a year ago now. Everybody was so obsessed with this and it just sounded so good that, yeah, I really fancied reading it. And Lauren did say in her note that this is a favourite of Lauren's, so she hopes I enjoy, and I'm sure I will. I'm very excited. An isolated castle. That is totally my kind of thing, so I'm really excited to pick this one up hopefully pretty soon. And then, as I said, she also got me Gallows Hill by Darcy Coates. I recently read another Darcy Coates book, The Haunting of Ashburn House, upon Lauren's recommendation, because that's how I know about Darcy Coates. And yeah, I was absolutely obsessed with it. 5-star, best horror I've read. So I really wanted to pick up some more, and yeah, this is the one I have from Lauren. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the synopses for all of the Darcy Coates books. I simply just went through and like wishlisted most of them because I was really interested. But this one looks really good. What a creepy little cover. I love all the covers of Darcy's books. This one was about a house on Gallows Hill with a winery, and one of our main character, Margot, her parents die and she has to go back to the house. I just love that trope. That's in so many horror movies or horror books, and I love it personally. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Thank you so much, Lauren. That is very kind of you, and I love you lots. And as always, I want to take the moment to plug Lauren, okay? Because Lauren's new book is coming out on the 28th of April, and so I feel like if I don't talk about it now, disrespectful. It's called Your Darling Death. It is amazing. I have been lucky enough to get an ARC and read it, and it is so good. Following your POV, it's a novelette about your funeral. I mean, I have nothing more to say, but I will be linking it down below. Please go and pre-order it. It is so cheap on Kindle. $1.99 and definitely worth your time. Okay, enough Lauren plugging for now. Next up we have some books from Kira. First up we have Confess by Colleen Hoover. I know a lot of people don't like Colleen Hoover, but I do. I do not know what this is about. I just know that I really want to read a lot of Colleen Hoover's books. This is one of them. And yeah, I'm really intrigued. I think Kira, no, I don't know if Kira's read this. I think Jade really liked this book. I could be completely wrong there. She might have hated it. But yeah, I'm really intrigued by this one. And when I opened it, I saw, bear with, that it had like artwork in the middle. This is a very tightly bound book. But yeah, it really intrigued me to see all the artwork in there. So I'm really interested to know why this is in there and what's going on. But yeah, very intriguing. Then we also got Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. And the gift note in this made me laugh so hard. Another classic for you to put on your shelf and never read. Kira knows me a little too well because all of these classics right here in this one shelf, completely unread. So it got added to the stack. But I have read this one before as a teenager and I remember liking it, but again, I'm 25 now. I don't remember the books I read more than 10 years ago. And also as a teenager, I didn't have the intellect to understand these books at all. But yeah, I'm excited about this one. Finally from Kira, I got The Long Way Home Magnolia Parks book. This is the 3rd in the series. but it's the second one following Magnolia Parks because the second one follows Daisy Hates. I was so excited when I opened this. I was so excited. I was literally squealing. I'm loving this series at the moment. Look how big this is. Oh, obsessed. I am absolutely adoring this. I read the first Magnolia Parks book. My whole world froze. I was so obsessed with Magnolia. Like, she's my one and only. Then I read the Daisy Hates books, and I didn't really like Daisy at all, and I didn't like Christine either, so I didn't have a good time. But then every time Magnolia was mentioned, I was freaking out. So I'm really, really excited to get into Magnolia's second book now. Honestly, I just lost my mind opening this. I really did, and it's so beautiful. I know these covers aren't to everyone's tastes because they're very weird, but I'm just obsessed, and I love how big this is. And look how big it is, like, next to a normal paperback. It's huge. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. So thank you so much, Kira. I'm going to literally devour this in a couple of days, I'm sure. Then we have a stack from Robbie. We have 2 books, and this one, as you can see, is very chunky. First up, we have My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. This one sounds so interesting. I think it's about, like, it's giving Mr. and Mrs. Smith vibes. One of them is an assassin. Or maybe they're both assassins and one of them wants to kill each other. I don't know, but it sounds really, really interesting. This has terrible reviews. I don't think I've ever watched someone actually, like, I've never watched a vlog of someone reading this and they've ever liked it. So that's a little bit sad, but I'm going to try it anyway. I really want to. I actually have a whole Tessa Bailey reading vlog coming out next month, I think. So I should be able to read this for that, as long as I get through all the books. And I'm so excited about it. So good timing for this one. Thank you. And then Robbie got me Zodiac Academy, Sorrow and Starlight. This is book 8, and it is very fitting that Robbie got this for me because me and Robbie absolutely adore this series. Like, we are so hooked on it, and we talk about it all the time. I can't look at the pages because I'm not at this book yet. I'm at book 7, and I'm like too unprepared. But Robbie said, how could I not get you this? You need to experience the pain it caused me. So now I have to experience this, and then I can cry with Robbie, who right now has to cry alone. But yeah, I'm really, really thankful for this, Robbie. Thank you so much. That is very, very kind of you. I'm sure I won't feel this way when I've read this and I'm cursing you. Then we have some books from Jade. I got The Luminaries by Susan Dennard. This sounds so interesting. And yes, it is YA, so I really didn't expect to be picking this up, but I've seen such good reviews and the synopsis sounds so interesting that I've kind of felt like I couldn't not pick this up. It's just really, really appealing to me more than a book has for a very long time. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this, and I know Jade read it, but I don't know what rating she gave it, to be honest. I'll have to check it up after this video. But I think she really seemed to have liked what she read of it while she was at my house. So I'm hoping she likes this, and then I will subsequently like it too, because we have similar taste in books. But yeah, the cover alone is stunning. Then she also got me Gothicana by Rue Nix. Now this is really nice that Jade got me this because me and Jade read this book together. When she was at my house, we buddy read it and we both really, really enjoyed it. So it's really nice that we have, well, I have a physical copy of this book, and it's even nicer that it came from Jade because we read it together. So it has like a little special place in our friendship, you know? And again, it's such a beautiful edition. I am excited to reread this because I read the self-published version because I had it on my Kindle. So I'm excited now to one day get, well, hopefully soon, get to reread the traditional edition and just see if there's any changes in it. Jade was reading the ARC, and I was really intrigued then if there was any differences, but I couldn't, from what we said, I didn't spot any, but we'll find out. And then also from Jade, I just want to mention, because it's not a book, but it is book related. She bought me this beautiful tote bag of Rebecca. Like, it's a Rebecca inspired tote bag. Look at the garden, like the gates. And then on the back it says, last night I dreamt I went to Mandalay again. I'm obsessed. I'm even more obsessed with the fact, like, it's a tote bag, but with like a little extra zipped pocket and a button. Like, none of my tote bags have that, so it's gonna be like my everyday tote bag. I'm so excited about this, especially as if any of you know, Rebecca is my favorite classic. It's one of my favorite books. I cannot wait to reread it. And me and Jade are also buddy reading all of the Daphne du Maurier books, so this also has like another special place in my heart, because for me and Jade, my friendship like with her has a lot to do with Daphne du Maurier, so this is really, really kind of her. So yeah, I wanted to show you this because even though it's not a book, it is book related and it's pretty cool. Then I have a stack from Connor. First up, we have The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. I think this was in the Illumicrate book box and everybody was talking about it and it sounded really, really good. So I added it to my wish list, but it's been so long, I don't remember what everyone said and what it was about. But it does say true love might be the death of them. And that sounds really, really interesting. And I think it's like, you know, a fantasy story and they're digging their own graves by the look of it. And I'm just really intrigued by this. So I'm really, really excited. And even though I don't remember a lot about it, I think it's going to be a really pleasant surprise when I get back into it. Then we have something I'm really excited about, and that is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I'm really late on the hype train for this. Everybody and their mother was obsessed with this. It's about 6 friends, 1 college reunion, and 1 unsolved murder. I love that trope of trying to solve like a past crime as a friend. Like, it gives me It Chapter 2 vibes, and I love that movie. So very, very excited about this one. I've heard nothing but good things. I don't think I've seen anybody dislike this book. So my fingers are completely crossed for this one. I think I'm gonna love it. But yeah, only time will tell. But I think it'll be a read I get to soon because it's less than 350 pages. So it should be a really good one. Then we have another very exciting one, and that is the next Darcy Coates book, The Haunting of Blackwood House. As I did just say to you when I was talking about Lauren's books, I read The Haunting of Ashbourne House and just devoured it. So the fact that this is another The Haunting of book fills me with a lot of joy. I love the cover. Again, I love all of Darcy Coates' covers. I'm very excited about this one. It talks about Mara, whose childhood was filled with seances and scam mediums. Now she's ready to start over with her fiancé far away from the superstitions, but her past isn't willing to let her go easily, and neither is Blackwood House. So yeah, I'm really, really, really excited by this one. I can imagine myself doing quite a lot of Darcy Coates reading soon because I have one on my Kindle as well. And if I love these as much as I love The Haunting of Ashbourne House and give them both 5 stars, I'm gonna just spend all my money on every Darcy Coates book because I think I may have found a new favourite author, but it seems too soon to say that from one book. But that's how much I love that book. And then the final book from Connor was 3 Swedish Mountain Men by Lily Gold. I have already read this. I read this about a year ago now, maybe even more. This is a reverse harem romance that is very reminiscent of Credence by Penelope Douglas, but without it being anything to do with family. So obviously, as you know, like, as you might know in Credence, it's about her cousins and her uncle, and it's a bit weird. It's not a reverse harem story. This is the same book, but with reverse harem and no cousins or uncles, which I know a lot of you will probably appreciate. So I love this. This was a 5-star for me. It was amazing. I don't remember it being this short. I remember it being really, really long. So I'm actually quite surprised how short this is. But I absolutely loved it, and I actually have been itching to reread it recently. I've eyed it up on my Kindle quite a few times. So the fact that I have this in my hands, I'm definitely going to be picking this up soon. And that should give me the motivation to pick up my last Lily Gold book. I want to say the Bodyguards one. I haven't picked that one up yet. But yeah, this was so exciting to open because I'm really excited to do my reread soon. And when I said that was my last book from Connor, it was. But he also was very, very kind and got me an updated Kindle. My Kindle, here she is, my little angel. She's a very, very old Kindle. This Kindle I've had since I want to say I was 14. I've had a Kindle since I was 10 or 11. And I broke multiple Kindles. This was my 5th Kindle in 5 years. So then I got a new Kindle, and I've had this one ever since. I got a Kindle case. I started to actually look after my Kindles. Although saying that, I broke them because I took them everywhere. Even school. Like, I was obsessed with reading, just like I am now. I took my Kindle everywhere. So it's not my fault that they kept breaking. But as much as I love this baby, it's so slow, and you would have to turn the page like 2 sentences in advance. Especially if you're reading a long book, it would be like 4 or 5 sentences in advance. And then I read while I was waiting for the page to turn. Now that can be quite a jarring experience when you're reading, but I still love my little baby. But Connor got me a new Kindle that is like instant. I've been reading on it all day, and it's instant. I've had to get out of the habit of pressing the page early to turn, and I've had to go back so many times because I've been doing it because I forgot. It's so much lighter. It's actually so much smaller. Let me get an accurate. Like, wow, that is like so much smaller, so much thinner, so much lighter. And as much as I love my old baby and I'm kind of sad, This one has the most beautiful backlight. Like I can see in the dark now when I read. Oh, I'm just so excited, and this was such a generous gift, so thank you so much, Connor. I so appreciate it, and I will treasure it with my life. And now I get to give my Kindle to my sister, my old Kindle, and she's gonna love that because she's sick of reading Kindle books on her phone. So we're both very happy beans, I'm sure. So that is technically it for birthday gifts, but I do have some other gifts that arrived recently. So I'm going to go through them too. First up from Connor, and not technically a gift because it's his book, is She Is a Haunting by Trang Tran. I'm so sorry. I should have looked up how to read this. This he bought for himself in Waterstones when he was here, but I was like, oh my god, I want to read that. And he's like, well, I'm not getting it to anytime soon. I'm going up to see him in June, I think. So he said, keep it, read it, and then just bring it up with you. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm hauling it because you're probably going to see me read it soon, but like it's not my book. So I ummed and ahed on whether showing it, but I'm going to. But yeah, this is Connor's haul. And then another book that Connor got me is Atalanta by Jennifer Saint. This was a pre-order for for Christmas, but because it released a day before my birthday, that's when it arrived, so it kind of felt like a birthday present. I absolutely love Jennifer Saint, and I've loved her books, so I am really excited for there to be a new one. And this one sounds really good. It's the story of Atalanta, and yeah, my middle name is Atlanta, so I feel like this is going to be my book, and if this isn't 5 stars, I'm giving up reading, so fingers crossed for me. But thank you so much, Connor, for that lovely Christmas present. And then again, I said Jade came to visit me. She brought me a couple of books, so that was really kind. First up, we have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. This is the independent bookshop edition, which is so stunning. If you want to see me actually read this, my thoughts, you can find the vlog when Jade came to stay of this and Gothicana, and I'll link it somewhere. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, but it was really nice of Jade to bring it because I would never have picked this up on my own, so I really appreciate that. Then she brought me the independent edition of Legends and Lattes. Stunning. I already own Legends and Lattes. It is over there somewhere. There. And this goes next to it with the pages out because it's just so stunning, and I'm so honoured to own this. Thank you so much. This was so kind. And then finally, she brought me the hardback Waterstones edition, maybe, I think, of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I own this in paperback. I didn't even know there was a hardback. But Jade thought I'd like it because of how much I love The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I was like, yes, I do love it. Actually, I do. So this was, again, so kind of Jade, and I cannot thank you enough. I'm just so happy to own this. It looks so beautiful on my shelves. I need to do like another rejig of my shelves to fit this facing outwards because it's just so stunning. Now moving on to the books I've bought myself over the last couple of months. We have many, so let's just get into this. As I just mentioned to you, I have been loving Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates. I've been loving the Magnolia Park series. So I actually did pick up, obviously, Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates. Is that all they're called? Yeah. Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. This is the first and the second book in the series, and I absolutely love these. My new pride and joys. I didn't love this one, but like, you know, you love reading something because you love being in the series, even if you didn't love the story. That was me with this. This one, obsessed. New favourite book. Yeah, obsessed with it. And I'm very glad I picked them up now. Then I picked up How to Kill Men and Get Away With It by Katie Brent because this was a recommendation by Jade. And she said it was my kind of thing, which based on the title, yeah, it would make sense. So I'm really excited to read this. I don't know what it is about. I don't even know what genre it is. Don't know, but I'm really excited to read it, and I think it's going to be funny, so that's quite exciting. Then we have Never Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher. This was on my 2023 anticipated releases video, so I'm glad I finally picked this up. It's only taken me till April, but I haven't started reading it yet, so who knows. I have a long Colleen Hoover TBR to read through, so I'll add this to it, but hopefully it'll be a quick read, you know, sometime soon, because I know that this is three books put into one, so it is a bind up, but it's not too long, so hopefully it'll be very good. Then I got To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Mays. I've seen some people talk about this. It is about a celebrity, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'm sure it'll be good. I'll give it a try. Then I got Guild by Raven Kennedy. I've been really wanting to read this series. It's the Plated Prisoner series. I've been wanting to read this for so long, so I'm really excited to have picked up the first book now. And I can definitely see myself reading this in May, so yeah, I'm going to be putting this on my TBR. I picked up a book I haven't ever seen before, but it was apparently released in 2021, and that is Cryptid Club by Sarah Anderson. This is the person who wrote Fangs, the vampire graphic novel. And so I was like, oh, I love that. I want to give this a try. And it's so cute. These little ghosts glow in the dark. I mean, apparently. Not in my house, but I tried. And they have little pink sprayed edges. And it's a very weird little book. I have read it. Every page is like its own story. So it's not a full graphic novel. It's literally that's a story, that's a story, that's a story. And obviously not a story because they're like really short. More just jokes. It's a joke book in graphic novel form about cryptids, which I didn't know what they were, but like it's the Mothman, Loch Ness Monster, Jackalopes, fresh snow night crawlers. It has Bigfoot in there. It was basically a Slenderman. It was basically just really, really funny, and I'm really, really glad I picked this up because I was eyeing it up and I was like, I have a £10 credit, so it literally cost me £2. So I can't complain, and I really, really, really enjoyed this. Then I managed to get my hands on the Waterstones exclusive of Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. Jade works in a bookstore, and that bookstore has a second-hand section, and they got this and they were selling it for £4. So I was like, Jade, please, please bring that to me when you come. And I'm really excited she did because wow, stunning. I haven't read this yet, but I have read the These Violent Delights duology, so I have hopes that I'm going to love this. I mean, I can't imagine I wouldn't. But yeah, I will pick it up soon. I do also have an arc of it and I still have not read it, so it's kind of bad that I haven't. So I'm really glad to have this in my hands, and it's definitely going to be a priority very, very soon. Then we have Clytemnestra by Costanza Casati. This is the Waterstones edition, but it doesn't really do it any justice because all the foilings come off mine. It just arrived that way, like all the foilings not on there. So that's kind of depressing. But it has beautiful sprayed edges, and I'm really excited to read the story of Clytemnestra. It is a signed edition, which is very exciting. What is this? Oh, my invoice. Don't need that. I haven't read this yet, but I'm excited to do so. I love my mythology, and so yeah, this is going to be a good one, I'm sure. Then I picked up Homebody by Ruby Kaur. I am really trying to get into poetry at the moment. I like poetry. I love poetry, actually, and I've read quite a lot of poetry. But there's something really, something really special about poetry. You have to find poetry that you resonate with, or it doesn't really work. So it's not very often that I pick it up unless I've heard something about it. And I know a lot of people read Milk and Honey by this author. I've never read any of those books. I know they're very popular. But I picked this book up and I was in the shop in Hay-on-Wye just having a little browse through and just picking up, just reading like the shortest ones. And I was literally like, oh, that affected me so much, just those couple of poems. So I had to pick this up. It's a gorgeous hardback, so now I want to get them all in hardback and just display them because this is a gorgeous green. But yeah, I haven't read this yet. I feel like I'm going to make a mistake with this book and I'm going to wait until the perfect moment, because I always do that, when there's literally no need to and I just need to pick it up. So yeah, I'm going to try and prioritize this very, very soon. Then I picked up 2 Oscar Wilde books. We have The Ballad of Reading Gaol and Other Poems. Again, poetry. I don't know how I'll do with classic poetry. I don't think that's going to be my thing. But we'll find out. I guess I will find out. I'll let you know. But yeah, this is a really nice cover and I wanted it to match this one. And this one is The Picture of Dorian Gray, which surprisingly I have not read. But based on what I've heard other people talk about this book with, I think it's going to be very much my cup of tea. And I'm really, really excited about it. But I've never tried Oscar Wilde's writing before. It's going to hopefully be my thing, but we will see. Then I picked up Parable of the Talents by Octavia E. Butler. This is the sequel to Parable of the Sower, which I really, really enjoyed, and I do want to read more about this world. So I picked this up while I was in Hay-on-Wye. Still on the Hay-on-Wye grind, I picked up All Grown Up by Jamie Attenberg. I think this is a fictionalization of what it's like to be in your 20s. Is it your 20s? I think so. Oh no, 39. someone childless and single at 39 living in New York, and it just talks about, you know, things through like going through life. And I'm really excited about that one. I think it's going to be really interesting. And I also picked up This Is How You Lose the Time War by Max Gladstone. I do not read sci-fi, and I think that's what this is. But also the like background, like it says the author of Circe, Madeline Miller, wrote on it, and the things she wrote just sounded so interesting. And I thought, well, you don't know you're not going to like it until you try it, so I'm willing to try it because I know that everybody loves this. It's probably going to be like a classic one day, I reckon. Still in Hey on Why, I did a lot of shopping. I bought The Power by Naomi Alderman because, well, it said that women had the power to kill men, and I want to read about that. Which might make me a little bit psycho, but it's fine. I want to read it, so read it I will. Then I was in the works and I saw in the 3 for 6 deal they had 2 Ruth Ware books. So they had In a Dark, Dark Wood and The Death of Mrs. Westaway. I have read 2 Ruth Wares now. I read The Turn of the Key and I didn't like it. I loved the vibes, but the story, I was like, well, that was so stupid. Like the reveal, dumb. I couldn't get on board, I'm sorry. And I also read One by One, which I didn't like, but neither did anyone else by the seams of it. Like I didn't see many good reviews for that. So I don't want to judge the author by that book alone. Whereas everybody seems to talk about these, especially this one. So I just thought while they were there for cheap, I would really like to try them. And so why not? And so I picked them up. Oh, and now I'm throwing them. Whatever works. Just a handful more. We have Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Liesel. How is this book damaged already? What have I done? I am an idiot. I think I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what it's about. I just really like the cover. I think it said fake dating. It did say fake dating. I love fake dating. Well, that's what I have to say about that. Then I picked up 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole, and I don't know why I did this to myself. Because I've seen nobody say anything that isn't heartbreaking about this. Like, everybody says it makes them cry. I don't want to cry anymore. If this is a romance where they just don't end up together, do I want to read it? I don't know. I'm not saying that's what it is about. Like, I'm not spoiling it for you. I don't know. I have not read it. Oh, why are the words so small? Oh my god. Okay, well, that's going to be fun. I break my eyes. I don't know why I did this to myself, but also everybody loves it, so we'll see. Then I picked up A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy, another one everybody's talking about. For Asda's breast cancer awareness, the Tickle Pink campaign, they had this one with pink sprayed edges. So I had to pick that up. It was beautiful. And yeah, 21p from this sale is donated to Breast Cancer Now, the charity. I mean, 21p. Surely it cost them more to spray that edge. I don't know, but I'm very pleased about that purchase. Then I picked up Medusa by Jessie Burton. I just really like retellings, and this is a very, very short Medusa one. Like, it's so short, but I want to read more about Medusa. And yeah, I didn't love Stoneblind that I read recently, so I want to try something else about Medusa that hopefully I'll love. But Jade also bought it and she didn't love it, so it's looking slim. And then finally we have Cleopatra and... I just hit myself in the face. We have Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Malors. Everybody's talking about this and it sounds so good. It's based in New York, following Cleo, who's 24 and is just living her best life. I just think it's going to be chaotic energy. I think it's literally going to be absolutely chaotic, and like, I don't know if she's rich. I don't know. But I feel like she is. I think it's going to be like one of those like things where you get a real study on the characters and it kind of shows you another side to people. And I love those kind of books. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to pick this one up very soon, hopefully. So those are all the books that I have either picked up since January or have been gifted to me for my birthday. Thank you so much again to anybody who gifted me something for my birthday. You're all the cutest. I love you all so much and I'm so honoured to have you in my life. And yeah, I need to stop buying books, so hopefully it'll be a couple more months until the next haul. Who knows? But yeah, catch me trying to read some of these books in vlogs coming up soon. And I shall see you all in the next one. Bye.